going on, everybody? My name is Dylan Lalonde. Welcome to my channel where I talk about men's fashion, lifestyle, and do some cool product reviews as well. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this video and find it useful, don't forget to turn that like button blue. So for this video, I wanted to talk about some different colognes and go over some of the ones that I consider to be the best sniff for your spray. Taking the all-around top seat here is Sauvage by Dior. I would venture to guess that most of you have probably heard of this one or smelled it at some point, and if you haven't, where the hell have you been? Ah, that's why you're here, right? Sauvage has a woody, almost musky undertone to it, but it comes across as very light and fresh and almost citrusy on the top. Like, that's the main smell that you get from this, and it's so good. It's so fresh, and it works for anybody in basically every situation. It's not so heavy on the undertones and like the woody smell that I was talking about that it's overpowering and like you could only wear it, say, in the evenings or on a cold night or something like that. Like, you could wear this to the office, you could wear this out to a date, and it's gonna crush it either way. You know, I've heard a lot of people ask, you know, is this still good? It came out in 2015. Has it lost its hype? And honestly, in my opinion, this has really become a classic. Like, it's so good across the board and can be used for so many different occasions that I don't think it will ever really go out of style or not be good anymore. If you do not have this one in your collection, it should be one of the top ones that you add. Just to have a quick, easy go-to when you don't know exactly what you want to wear, boom. Next up, we have one that not a lot of people talk about. It really doesn't get too much hype, and I really feel like it's very underrated, and that could be because it's very unique. It's definitely not for everybody. And that is Ombre Leather by Tom Ford. This stuff smells like, you know, if you've ever bought a pair of brand new boots and you just get that blast of fresh brand new leather? Right here. That is exactly what this smells like, but laced with just a little bit of extra sweetness on top. Think like sexy model cowboy. That's essentially what this is right here. It is so ridiculous how good this stuff smells, how powerful it is. It is one of my all-time favorite fragrances. Interestingly enough, I've always seen this in the women's department of like Sephora's or Macy's or wherever you usually buy fragrances or they're sold. And I mean, it definitely is a unisex fragrance, but to me, it's more catered towards men. Maybe that's just my opinion. Maybe they made it for girls, but I've never smelled a girl wearing this, so rock it. Landing third, we have one that I recently received as a Christmas gift, and that is Spice Bomb Night Vision by Viktor and Rolf. This is 100% a fall-time fragrance. It's also 100% amazing. It's warm, spicy, and pretty much just a powerful punch in the face. The smell almost makes me think of like an apple cinnamon muffin or some warm wintertime foods. It doesn't have those specific notes in it, apple or cinnamon. Well, actually, it might have a hint of cinnamon in it. I don't know for sure. But it just kind of reminds you of that wintry coziness. And just look at this bottle. I mean, come on. They not only nailed the fragrance, but they got the name Spice Bomb down to an explosion. Alrighty, this next one is also a fall-time scent, but as well very, very unique. It's by a brand called Replica, and the fragrance description, as it says right here on the bottle, is heady cocktails and cigars. And it really smells true to that. It's, like I said, very unique. It's very much the cigars and cocktails. Like, it's heavy, it's dark, but all in a good way. I actually first found this brand and scent because a hotel that I stayed at had the brand and scent in their little travel-sized shampoos and conditioners. I really liked them, and I looked for them and never could find those, but then I discovered that they're a fragrance brand, and that's primarily what they seem to make, or at least what I could find by them. And so I went and I purchased the same one, the heady cocktails and cigar fragrance. And I liked it, and then I kind of didn't like it right after I bought it. And after a little bit of adjustment, like I said, some getting used to, I really like it again. But it's so different from anything else that I've ever smelled. All the other fall fragrances that I mentioned or that I've ever experienced or smelled, this is different. it's heavier. It's just its own thing. So if you want to be different, you want to stand out, you want to look like the guy in the back corner that's, you know, got the dark charcoal suit on and a big old fat cigar in his mouth, right here. This is the way to go. Last but certainly not least, we have a summertime fragrance, Clementine, California. And this little spray bottle that I have here is just the travel size one. Did not get the full size bottle. I was a little bit unsure of this one when I first smelled it. I thought about it, and then my fiance actually got me this one as a gift. After using it for a little while, I've grown to like it. The biggest drawback, I think, of this one is it doesn't stay very long. Like, its performance is relatively low compared to all the other ones on this list. It just, you gotta reapply it 2 or 3 times if you were wanting to wear it all day long. But getting back on track to the smell, it pretty much smells exactly how it says. Orange and kind of beachy, the California aspect of it, and I guess the clementines are from California too. The thing I like about this though is it doesn't have the sunscreen type of summer smell that a lot of the other summertime fragrances tend to come with. It's pretty much just straight citrus, orange, beachy fresh. I definitely would not recommend this one if you're not a big fan of the smell of oranges, but if you're okay with it, you like the clementines, then it's a good option. It's beach resort, Hawaiian shirt type of vibe all the way. If you're gonna blind buy this one online, I would definitely recommend getting the smaller travel size bottle like this until you kind of get used to it and see, but it's a good one to try to add to your collection right now since we are headed towards warmer months. And there you go, gentlemen. I think that's where I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave all 5 of these fragrances listed in the description down below. Let me know which ones of these you like, if you've smelled any of them, or what your favorites are. And while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like. If you didn't subscribe, do that, and I'll catch y'all in the next vid.